In the glittering world of the bold and the beautiful, fashion is never just fashion. It's survival, status, and sometimes even a battleground for hearts and legacies. And as Forrester Creations faces another pivotal moment, Hope Logan, Annika Noel, finds herself standing at the edge of collapse with her fashion line, Hope for the Future. But just as it seems her dream could unravel, a familiar figure, Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, steps back into the spotlight as her unlikely savior. The move will shake up alliances, test boundaries, and resurrect temptations that Hope thought she'd left behind. With the return of Thomas, one question looms large. Is this rescue the salvation of Hope's career, or the beginning of another dangerous entanglement? Hope's line in crisis. Hope for the Future has always carried personal weight for Hope. It's not just about clothes. It's her brand, her statement, and, in many ways, her independence from the overwhelming shadow of her mother, Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang. But in recent weeks, whispers around the Forrester halls have painted a dire picture: slipping numbers, fading buzz, and buyers losing interest. The pressure has been mounting. Rich Forrester, Torsten K., has hinted that perhaps the company needs to reassess priorities. Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, ever the pragmatist, questions whether Hope's line has a viable future compared to the powerhouse collections like Forrester Originals and Intimates. Hope feels the weight of judgment, her legacy at stake, and her team restless. What she doesn't realize, at least not fully, is that the solution might come from the very man she's been trying to keep at arm's length. Thomas returns as the White Knight. Enter Thomas Forrester, whose return is set to inject both brilliance and chaos into the story. Despite his complicated past and the many bridges he has burned, Thomas remains undeniably talented. His designs have brought Hope for the Future back from the brink before, and once again, he may be the only one who can revive the brand. According to spoilers, Hope finds herself backed into a corner when Ridge presents her with an ultimatum. Either the line produces a groundbreaking new collection, or Forrester Creations will consider shelving it entirely. The stakes are higher than ever. And then, like a twist straight out of a soap opera fantasy, Thomas offers his services. He sees Hope struggling, sees the dream slipping through her fingers, and positions himself as her hero. He insists he's changed, that he's learned from past obsessions, that he's committed to being a good father to Douglas and a stable influence at Forrester. Hope, desperate and torn, agrees to work with him again. It's a gamble, but one she may have no choice but to take. Hope's war within herself. Working closely with Thomas reopens a floodgate of emotions for Hope. On one hand, she can't deny his creative brilliance. The sketches Thomas brings to the table ignite her imagination in ways she hasn't felt in months. His understanding of her vision is almost uncanny, as if he can read her mind before the ideas fully form. On the other hand, Hope remembers the danger. She remembers how Thomas's obsession nearly destroyed her marriage, her family, and even her peace of mind. She recalls the manipulations, the lies, the way he blurred the lines between love, control, and fantasy. Hope tells herself she's stronger now. She insists that working with Thomas doesn't mean she's opening the door to temptation again. But the bold and the beautiful thrives on blurred lines, and Hope may discover that passion in the design room can quickly spill into dangerous territory outside of it. A test for Liam. The ripple effect of Thomas's return will not stop at the design table. It's going to rock Liam Spencer's Scott Clifton world, too. Liam has long despised Thomas, convinced that his rival will never truly change. While Liam's focus has been split between fatherhood, co-parenting with Steffi, and managing his endless Logan versus Forrester rivalries, one thing remains consistent: his distrust of Thomas. When Liam learns that Hope has chosen to partner with Thomas again, expect sparks to fly. His protective instincts will kick into overdrive, and he'll voice his opposition loudly. Yet Liam's objections may backfire, as Hope grows tired of being told what to do. After all, she's the one fighting to save her line, and if Liam can't support her, does he really understand her dreams? This tension sets up another round of the Hope-Liam marriage rollercoaster, one that could teeter dangerously toward collapse if old wounds are reopened. Steffi caught in the middle. As always, Steffi will find herself in the crossfire. As co-CEO, she has to weigh the business benefits of Thomas's return against her personal reservations. On one hand, she can't deny her brother's brilliance. If anyone can rescue hope for the future, it's him. On the other hand, she's wary of history repeating itself. Steffi knows her brother's weaknesses, and she's not convinced that he can keep his personal feelings for Hope separate from their professional relationship. She'll warn Hope to tread carefully, urging her to remember the pain of the past. Yet, Steffi also faces her own bias, protecting Liam's interests, safeguarding the company, and balancing family loyalty. It's a tightrope walk, and one misstep could send Forrester Creations into both personal and professional chaos. The risk of temptation. Spoilers tease that the more time Hope and Thomas spend together, the harder it will be for her to deny the chemistry between them. The intensity of late nights at the design studio, shared creative breakthroughs, and vulnerable conversations could push her toward a line she swore she'd never cross again. Thomas, for his part, may genuinely believe he's reformed. But even a reformed Thomas cannot ignore the magnetic pull he feels toward Hope. He has loved her, dreamed of her, and envisioned a life with her for so long that working side by side could be both his salvation and his undoing. Will he resist temptation, or will old habits resurface? And if Hope finds herself drawn in once more, will it be a conscious choice or the slow erosion of boundaries until one mistake changes everything? Douglas's role. One of the most intriguing elements in this storyline is the presence of Douglas Forrester, Henry Joseph Samory. Douglas has always been at the heart of Hope and Thomas's connection. His love for Hope as a mother figure, his bond with both parents, and his desire for family stability give him a unique perspective on the dynamic. If Douglas begins to notice sparks rekindling between his father and Hope, he may innocently encourage it, believing it's the family he's always wanted. But in true soap fashion, that encouragement could deepen the complications, forcing Hope to confront feelings she doesn't want to acknowledge. Ridge and Brooke weigh in. Of course, no storyline is complete without Ridge and Brooke weighing in with their opinions. Ridge may see Thomas's return as a practical solution to a business problem. He's always been proud of his son's talent, and the potential to save Hope's line will appeal to his business instincts.